What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. As y'all can see, I don't have no producer here today, so I'm behind the scenes today, operating until our producer get here. But what's going on, fellas?
What's up? What's up, Mike? Salute, salute everybody.
Yeah, man, Clayton.
Yes, sir.
Got my man Tuck in here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You know, everybody in here going to share our perspective on what's going on. Y'all see the title, man? The title is Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, the big payback.
Big payback.
This is what everybody been waiting for.
I think so.
People probably was hoping that it would come down to like, if it was set up that way, they could have met like in the big game.
Boy, that would have been.
Yeah, but I mean, what's this? The Elite Eight, right?
Yeah, the Elite Eight.
You know that ain't bad. That ain't bad though. You know they get to meet in the Elite Eight.
Chance to go to Final Four, yeah.
Absolutely, it's a chance for Caitlin Clark to get some payback, and a chance for Angel to solidify herself. You know what I mean? Like, look. Last year wasn't no fluke. I did what I did. I said what I said.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I'm standing on it.
Right. Yeah, I'm standing on that, man.
Yeah.
So y'all got to check out the games yesterday.
Yeah,
absolutely. I saw a little bit of the men's games. I didn't see any of the women's.
Yeah. So I mean,
you ain't see LSU yesterday, either?
Yeah, just the highlights.
That's all I know. We're gonna fill you in. We're gonna fill you in, no doubt. We're gonna fill you in, man. Because I mean, it was some good games. Some good games. That first game came on yesterday was the LSU and UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA. Yep.
And so, like, what you think of the performance yesterday for LSU?
Man, to me, it was good because they got tested. They really got tested yesterday with that big girl from UCLA.
Yeah.
You know, Angel Reese had her hands full. So I was interested to see how that was going to play out. My first thought was that she was going to have to try to use some type of quickness and try to get her in foul trouble, because that girl is imposing, man. 6'7", she shoot well, she pass well, she rebound well, she thick, she physical.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, you could see she was slowing Angel Reese down,
Right.
and it was a little more difficult. But what I love about LSU team is they got so many scores on the floor. And Flage Johnson, she took over.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
she took over. That girl game, man, she took over, and then it opened things up for Angel. But I'm gonna say Angel got great IQ too, because at one point, early in the first quarter, I think they sat the big girl down.
Yeah.
And the girl they brought, as soon as the other girl come in to match up, LSU went right to Reese. So now you can get her in the floor of the game when the big girl on the bench.
Yeah.
And she started working that angle. But I thought, that game was a great game. I thought UCLA got out-coached down the stretch.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah, I really think they got out-coached down the stretch. And
I like I'm not surprised that UCLA, got out-coached, because I'm a Kim Mulkey fan.
You're a fan.
You know what I mean? She definitely she been coached, man. I liked her ever since. Matter of fact, I like Kim Mulkey ever since she was coached. I mean, she played at what was that, Louisiana Tech?
Yeah, it was Louisiana Tech, right?
Louisiana Tech.
Yeah.
So she could coach. She know basketball, basically. You know what I mean? She know basketball. So
when I watched old highlights of her, you know what she reminded me of? Like a Steve Nash type, or maybe not. Did Steve Nash? Did he do a lot of scoring? Not really, right? No. Just floor general type stuff.
Steve Nash kept you honest though.
Yeah,
like, if you play
definitely.
Yeah.
He gonna hit the shot. Right. You know what I mean?
And I haven't watched enough of her, but I'm not sure if she had that ability. But the things I saw, it seemed like she was just such a floor general. She ran the offense and stuff like that.
Most times they make the best coaches.
Oh yeah.
Most times they make the best coaches.
Yes, they really do. Yeah.
So
she also reminded me of a Muggsy Bogues a little bit. Not as quick, but she was so small in stature. Yeah. And she just was distributing that basketball.
And she played with a chip on her shoulder too.
Tough little thing. Yeah, she was tough. Yeah. But she made an excellent coaching move down the stretch, though. I mean, that timeout she took with probably about 2 minutes and something to go.
Yeah.
They had just took the lead by 1. And, the announcers even was questioning, like, that's an interesting timeout. But it was perfect because she settled the team down. They took the lead, designed some things, and they just wound up expanding on the lead from that. So she did a good job with that.
Yeah. Another thing that shows that she a good coach is like when you listen to her players, like when you listen to like the interview that Flange gave, she said that she expressed that like we knew that they was gonna make some runs.
Yeah.
We had to keep our composure. You know what I mean? So the kind of knowledge and wisdom that that the coach imparts on her, she, you know what I mean? That's a part of them on that team, the way they
She said that on the floor right at the game.
Right after the game.
In the press conference.
And the same thing with Angel Reese.
Angel Reese too.
Like, they articulate like what the plans are, what's expected of them. Angel Reese said, yeah, we got some young players here. We wanted to stay in their ears. We wanted to because we know that everybody who is here now wasn't here last year. So we want to talk them through this situation. I was like, oh, all right, that's a good look.
And that's great too, because when you have that type of understanding, when the game goes through the ebbs and flows, the players won't get they won't get
flustered or anything like
flustered.
that. Yeah.
They'll keep their composure and just go with the flow of the game.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, that's some real shit.
So that's good. And another thing about Angel Reese and her, I didn't know that she was as mature as she is, as far as
Angel Reese.
Yeah, man, because she keeps her composure. Like, you know what I mean? Like she act like she been here before, like she did this before.
Yeah.
Sometimes she get a little bit like with the hands in the face and
that swag though, baby.
I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? Because if you can back it up, we always talk about like Deion Sanders and like how he got back in the day. He always used to swag it, but if you can back it up.
It ain't bragging.
Yeah. Right.
It ain't bragging.
Right.
Yeah, you right.
I don't know who I heard say this. It may have been Shannon Sharp or whatever. It's like, you got a problem with me talking, shut me up then.
Exactly.
Shut me up.
And that's where it comes from, yeah. Because when I play, I never had the confidence
to talk.
No. Like these dudes, these girls and these guys, they bold.
I think it's a culture now though, too.
Yeah.
I think years ago, people talk, but not like now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have a guy come and hit one shot. You know what I mean? He having cook out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's
right. I think it's the culture now.
Yeah. But sometimes too, though, you do have some dudes who talk who really shouldn't be talking.
Right.
They shouldn't be.
Right.
Yes. It was a guy like that. He was talking smack to LeBron. What's the guy name? I think
the
it was
guy who got traded.
Just last year, man. He had the plants or something.
Yeah, not Baines, was it?
I think it was Baines.
Baines was
yeah.
To the Rockets.
He ain't had no business talking.
No.
That was better. Because Ja Morant was like, Bron, chill, because Bron went off, right?
Yeah.
Ja Morant was like, Bron, chill. He's like, no, chill. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Everybody should be talking.
He hit a three, and then you know what I'm saying. All of a sudden,
sometimes you gonna get some people participating in the culture that you need. You know, what I mean? Like, yo, you out to the lane for real, Jack. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but man, I'm like, UCLA wasn't no slouch though.
Not at all.
They wasn't no slouch.
I think they was ranked higher.
I was just about to ask you.
Yeah, they came in.
I think UCLA was number 2.
They was a 2 seed.
Yeah, 2 and 3.
Yeah. So Lucy,
solid record.
So man. So
they just made some mishaps down the stretch. And I think LSU had a little bit more experience. Because I think they had more underclassmen on UCLA. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think the edge though is because of the coach of LSU coach gave them the edge, and then on top of that, I think like the players, you know what I mean, like
and even if they don't have as many underclass, the experience. You talking about the national champion,
right?
That's right.
Right.
They run
They didn't face adversity and things like that. So when you get into a nip and tuck kind of game,
like we did this before.
They know what to do. Yeah, we've been here before.
And like that girl Flange said, she said she stayed in the gym all summer. You know what I mean? She said she stayed in the gym because she knew that these kind of opportunities was going to present. You know what I mean? Present themselves.
Now, I don't follow the new songs, the new rap, so I'm disconnected. But Flange making me want to go check her song out.
Yeah.
I didn't know she rap.
Yeah, she got that.
It
sounds like a remake on some No Limit. Something from No Limit. It Ain't My Fault. Is that the name of her single or something?
I don't know. I don't know.
I think it is. I think they both said it like a few games ago. They was at the press conference. She said, check out my new single.
Yeah.
It Ain't My Fault. And the Angel Reese co-style, It Ain't My Fault. I think It Ain't My Fault. If I'm wrong, anybody in the chat or whatever, correct me, but I think that's the title song. She making me want to go listen to it. But I did see, you know what she made me do? I revisited her on one of those like American Idol type shows. She did one of those shows.
Oh yeah,
when she was young, coming up, and she tore it down, man. Yeah. You ever get a chance, Google her performance on TV. America's Got Talent.
Okay,
Something like that, man. Yeah, that girl. Yeah, I take my hat off to her. She's very talented. Yeah, she's very talented.
So
and I fell in love with her game yesterday too.
Yeah.
She carried them.
Yeah, I seen her a couple times. Yeah, she can play.
I mean, offensively, she definitely that spark.
Yeah, right. And she was playing great D too yesterday. And another thing, man, too, I'm gonna give Angel Reese a lot of credit, right? Because she had 4 fouls on her, but she still didn't stop playing. She went for the block on the big girl, got it clean.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that aggressive nature she didn't become passive with the 4 fouls. And to me, that's how you gotta play. You know, you just gotta, stay at it. Some people get timid when they pick up that fourth, you know, right. Because I thought Betts was doing that to some degree. She was really trying to be mindful because she was in foul trouble. So, and LSU did a good job still attacking her, sending the ball in there, make her, one thing I wish they would have did, the one girl should have did, she took a jump shot, let the girl Betts block it. Yeah. When you get that big person come out on you and they 4 foul, as a guard, you gotta go to the basket. Make that person make a play, a block. Cause 9 times out of 10, they're gonna foul you going to the basket. They could have fouled her out.
You got an easy layup.
Yeah, or easy layup. They could have fouled her out.
But that's where experience come in.
That's where experience.
Andrew Reese was like, I'm not taking these fouls home. You know what I mean? They don't do me no good. You know what I mean? If I'm sitting on the couch, these fouls don't do me no good.
Excellent. Yep. Excellent point. Yep.
Yeah, man. So they beat UCLA. Then I watched that next game. Iowa and Colorado. Yeah. Really wasn't close. Caitlin Clark did her thing. Yeah. Like Caitlin Clark, she good. Not only is she a great shooter, but she excellent at seeing the floor. So if you double her, she gonna make you pay.
She gonna make you pay.
Yeah. Now let me ask y'all both. What y'all think about Ice Cube offering her $5 million to play in the Big?
We had this conversation.
You did?
Yeah, I sent them a text as soon as it came up. I sent Mike a text.
My thing immediately when I didn't know about it till Clayton texted me. Right. I was like, he pandering. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say he's pandering is because I don't even think that she can play with those guys. You know what I mean? I don't think she could play with those guys. I thought it was just like a publicity stunt.
Yeah, well, I would say the same, but I would just use it's a business thing. Yeah, because he know if he can get her
right,
everything that comes with it, all the hype, all the publicity, all the sponsorships, all the viewership, all that comes with it. You know, business first.
He's forward thinking.
Right.
No doubt, he's tapping into a different market. Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's gonna draw a lot of interest.
Right.
He did the Pat McAfee show and made the announcement because it got leaked in the media. So according to Cube, it wasn't supposed to get leaked. So it got leaked. So he got out in front of it on Pat McAfee. But something very interesting he said caught my attention. He was like, the sponsors want it. They both covering on CBS. So and I heard Gilbert Serena, he called cap on it, saying like what Mike was saying, it's just more publicity than anything else. However way you spin it, it's extremely smart to even make the offer. And I think it's smart to have it leaked now. He said, Cube was like, we don't want to be a distraction. She's playing for a title and stuff, and it wasn't supposed to come out. But it's really smart business because just a mere fact is getting the big 3 in the conversation.
See, that's what I was saying.
Right. And things of this nature. Now, Rebecca, what's her name? Rebecca Lobo.
Yeah. Oh, that used to play for years ago.
She made an outstanding point. And I understand you saying she can't play with those guys. Yeah. But Rebecca says when somebody's willing to pay you $5 million to do something you love, You have to consider it. I mean, it doesn't even matter. You have to consider.
I think they would
Yeah.
change some things. Because, you know, man, Big Three real physical.
Yes.
I think they would change some things if she was to come in the league, whereas though she could do okay and compete.
Yeah. See,
you know what I'm saying?
We had this back and forth. And what's my man that's on Gil's show with him? He was mean. Kenyon Martin. I used to like Kenyon game too. Kenyon and Gil don't think she could score a point.
I saw Kenyon say that. Like, you can't score.
I disagree with that. I disagree. The game's too loose. It's too wide open. You talking about 3-on-3?
Yeah, it's too much space.
It's too much space. And she can shoot.
She can shoot. Right. She can shoot. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't think that she was scoring, because the athleticism and the lateral movement of a male player versus her in like that wide open court, she wouldn't be able to create no space.
But they'll create space.
They screen for her.
All right, even if you screen for her, like if you screen for a woman,
you switch it, right?
Even if you don't switch, a man can get out over on the top of that screen. Even like if you screen it, like if somebody's screening for Steph Curry, his release is so fast that by the time you be on the top of that, you're not gonna go under the screen with Steph Curry. No, you know what I mean?
Right.
But a split second, that split second for him to shoot and to set up and shoot his shot, he gets that off. A woman don't, their release is a little bit slower than a man's, and that's gonna be enough for him to get over top of that screen and affect her shot.
Consider this. The Big Three does have referees.
Right.
So off the switch, you have to be careful with bumping, being too physical.
Yeah.
That's why I said
it's nothing for them to blow the whistle and put her on the charity stripe.
I think they would switch it up.
She's going to score.
They wouldn't bring her in, my opinion. They wouldn't bring her in and then render her obsolete.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't think they would bring her in.
All right. Well, I mean, in that kind of situation, because it's the same with like bringing European ball players to the NBA. You know what I mean? Like back in the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, the NBA was different. It was hard for a European ball player to come to the NBA and play and have success because of how physical the league is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, but when they changed the rules, you could hand check. I mean, you had to stop the hand checking. Number one, they made the lane wider. And then 3-point, you know what I mean? They spread the floor more.
Yeah, brought the 3-point line in.
And they made it easier for, you know what I mean? So it's easier overall for a ball player to score. So, I mean, they would have to do something like that to make it easier for for her to be able to compete at that level.
Human nature would also kick in. And what I mean by that is when you see a woman out there and a guy physically bump her, or play too aggressive, your instinct as a man, especially if it's male referees, you're gonna want to protect her, and just instinctively. Yeah. So to say that no bucket at all,
I think
that's a stretch.
That she wouldn't be the player she is now in college, and but the not scored off. But I'm gonna bring up another point real quick, Mike.
Yeah,
it was a guy. I think he was a sports guy, and he said, who won the WNBA championship last year?
The Las Vegas Aces, right?
Okay,
I wouldn't know.
The Aces, I think that's what it was. He said he'll put up $1 million,
right,
for them to play the top high school boys basketball team,
right?
And he was saying his point of view was that they would beat that WNBA championship team.
The high school team.
The high school boys team would beat them, right? Mm-hmm. So the guy was pushing back, and he was like, well, such shoot. And this is the point Mike was making. Such shoot. They said they had some woman almost shooting 50% from three.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They say, but she's shooting that against other women.
Right, yeah.
She's not shooting that against athletic 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That could jump out the gym. And I've thought of that when you were saying that about what's his name?
So let me just say this.
Right.
You have, all right. Remember me and you we used to talk about the dude Jimmer Fredette. Yep. Remember Jimmer Fredette?
Yeah.
Jimmer Fredette, what did he play for? BYU?
Yeah. think that's where he went.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jimmy Fredette,
light it up. Yeah.
He lights out. Yeah. That's at the college level, BYU.
Okay.
They say he got to the NBA and couldn't get a shot off. Couldn't get it off. What is he? 5'11", 6 feet?
He was about 6.
He about 6 feet even. He wasn't tall. Little? Yeah, he wasn't a tall dude, but he shoot lights out.
Yeah. He shooting that down.
At the college level, I'm telling you, he was getting a shot off.
What era was this?
How long? This is probably about maybe 10 years ago.
Maybe a little longer.
A little bit longer than 10 years. He been out of school. Yeah. That's what I'm saying though. When imagine you 6 feet tall. Like for Allen Iverson to make it at that level for
for all them years, and
I mean to make it in the league as somebody that's 6 feet tall back in those days,
because he can go in his bag, like he can go in his bag. He has speed. Right. He can create space for himself.
Right. That guard position is the most competitive position in basketball. Because you have to
elaborate on why you say that.
And I'm saying that because you have more guys that the pool to pick from is larger.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like you is 7 foot. You only have like a handful of 7 footers.
Oh, you mean okay? I see what
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got so many dudes. In order for you to be nice, all right. Look at Allen Iverson. His whole career, his high school career. That dude. If you watch his football highlights, he was an excellent. He hit the genetic lottery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had dudes who played, other dudes from Virginia. I forgot what was the quarterback. Michael Vick said he used to look up to Allen Iverson. What was the other guy who quarterback for the Saints?
Yeah.
What was his name? He quarterback for the Saints. He said
Brooks.
Brooks. I think his name was Brooks.
I think it's something Brooks. Yeah. He was quarterback. He was from down there too.
Yeah, from Virginia. Yeah. Then you had Joe Smith, who was from Virginia. He said, Allen Iverson was that dude.
What was the guy that went to North Carolina that played both basketball and football? Y'all remember him? It was a guy. He was from Virginia too.
Yeah.
He was. I can't think his name.
For you to be successful at that level at 6 feet tall, and don't even talk about Muggsy and Spud Webb.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's tough. That's that guard position is the toughest position.
Yeah, you saying competitive and tough as far as making it in the league.
Yeah, I mean, because you could go anywhere and find a guard that's nice.
Yeah, it seems like it.
You know what I mean? But not a 7 footer.
Right. But then, just 6'8", 6'9", that you know what I mean, that got a bag and can shoot and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
And so you dealing with dudes who are bigger, stronger, and faster. Like you got dudes that are 6'5", 6'6" that can move. And look how LeBron moved. This dude moved like a guard. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't think that. But so
Kate can get a shot, but she can get a shot off.
Yeah,
I think she was cool. I just think
a shot off. Yeah.
That was just a
that's it. She'll get a shot.
If you got grown men, I'm telling you, if you got grown men who wouldn't be able to.
But you gotta remember too, Mike. Them guys are a little bit removed from that heyday too, so they ain't in the best of shape. They ain't. You know what I'm saying?
I thought about
they also want to dismiss this notion that a woman just come play and compete against men, especially they ex-NBA players. Right. They got a bias. With their opinion, it's like
nobody say,
"Come on, man." Nothing like that. But not a bucket,
right,
bro?
Not one bucket. Yeah.
Let me say this: me in high school, coming out in high school, if I played against a pro, I'll get a bucket.
Right.
I would get a bucket, Mike.
Yeah, but I mean,
you would get a bucket.
Yeah, we would.
Come on, bro.
We would. Yeah, we would.
I'm talking about when we was in high school. We played against pros. We wouldn't do much, but we can stumble across a bucket.
Even if it just come at they underestimate. Like
yes,
you know what I'm saying? I ain't going out there. Shit.
Their ego alone to leave you open for a minute. Let me see what you got.
Right.
You know, they won't do that with Caitlin though.
Right.
But they ain't. But I'm just saying. And plus, it's hard to maintain. Listen, when you're talking about maintaining complete blanket coverage over somebody for every second of every possession, that's exhausting too.
It is
extremely. So all I need is some space.
That's it.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, so I'm gonna switch places so my producer can.
Yeah. Am I good?
You might be let us know, but
yeah.
I'm gonna slide right here. So
yeah.
let me turn my mic on. So yeah, man.
That's crazy.
I think that quiet down, peace.
Yeah.
Mike, can you got this, Mike? Yeah. All right, yeah. So yeah, I do think that I'm glad though that Colorado won that game. I mean, not Colorado, that Iowa won that game.
Absolutely.
Because
so you can see this matchup.
yes, I can see this big payback, man. The big payback between LSU and Iowa.
That sounds like a prediction.
Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. No.
Talk to me. You said the big payback. That means only one team.
Yeah. Well, this
you already calling Iowa to win.
I don't know who gonna beat. I don't know who gonna beat this game between Iowa and LSU. Man, yeah. I'm gonna have to think about that. Then when it come on Monday, right? Monday. That's what is it? That's prime time.
But watching Iowa, now I didn't get a chance to see that whole game, but I only got a chance to see like the final few minutes of that game. But just watching their talent, I don't think they got an answer for Flage.
No, Flage.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't think so. Iowa is looking good. But I'm thinking the matchup.
They don't have an answer for that girl. No.
I don't feel like they got an answer for Nessa Morrow.
Yeah, the other
Morrow.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, everybody banking on they're gonna be thinking shut Angel Reese down. But I feel like LSU is deeper than we realize. Van
very
Lee, the
deep.
point guard.
Yeah.
Even that freshman point guard, she nice.
Yeah.
Like
they just showed me some stuff yesterday.
Yeah,
they showed me some stuff yesterday.
I feel like that's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game.
Well, last year LSU beat Iowa by 17 points. Right. You know what I mean? And they had I think they had a better team last year than they got this year.
Who's that?
Iowa had a better team.
Yeah, they better.
Oh, you think Iowa better this year?
Yeah.
I thought Iowa was better last year because they had a stronger low post presence last year.
I can see that.
You know what I mean? And then that kind of kept Angel Reese busy and occupied with the big girl that Iowa had last year. So, all right. But this year, Iowa got more shooters around. So if you double team Caitlin Clark, she is very good at hitting the open. But LSU is not going to double her. LSU is going to, they got them doves that can stick with her. They're going to make her play that whole game one-on-one.
Yeah,
because I'd rather her hit a contested shot all day than to give somebody else a wide open jump.
Right.
And as good as she is, I still think LSU athletically, they got people can stay in front of her, stay with her, play a one-on-one, get up in her space. It's gonna be interesting.
That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be like a chess match. You know what I mean?
It's a good game.
That's gonna be a chess match.
I'm here for it.
I am too, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
So all right, now let's go into this girl bad. Juju.
My God.
You ain't get a chance to see Juju.
My God.
Oh my goodness, Juju.
My God.
Check them out.
Yeah. That girl. And Baylor, they played Baylor yesterday, but Baylor wasn't no slouch.
Wasn't no slouch, no.
Baylor is no slouch.
I feel like all these.
I think all these, the 316, all of them been real thick. All the games been real thick. And I gotta thank y'all, man, because I got a new love now. Like Juju Watkins, I love her game. Complete player.
Yeah. I don't know, like, what player she remind you of, Clay?
Who she reminds me of?
Yeah, male or female.
She's a combination of things. Like I can see some Kobe in her.
Yeah.
I can also see some who else can I see on that level? Because she plays good defense and she moves with so she can play on the ball, off the ball.
Yeah.
So I can see some like Kobe, like that Mike thing, but I can see I'm trying to think some other players are cut from that.
I think she is, yeah.
Who cut from that, but and then her body motion, like the way she no wasted motion.
Right.
She changed directions quick, so the handles like an AI kind of thing.
And she make the people around her better.
She make everybody better. She see the floor. Oh my goodness!
She can't.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Maybe
she can't cook.
She just got a combination as far as women. Now, I didn't see much of Cheryl Miller, and they trying to make her, but I'm telling you, the way she played, though, and then she either hand with it.
Yeah,
I'm in love with her
cool.
game. Period.
Yeah, I mean, she don't dribble the ball a whole lot, like you said, to get her shot.
Yeah.
She get to a spot.
She can shoot on the wing, you know what I mean? Either wing,
yeah.
left wing, the right wing. Then she can take you down
took
low.
somebody from the top of the key. She drained from the top of the key.
Twice in a row.
Yeah, change directions.
Yeah,
you know,
so
and it's
she
just
is
like,
she mean, Jack. That's
the footwork too. She fundamentally sound too.
Future of the game, like,
she tough.
I'm agree with Mike. I think she's a freshman, but I think she's the best player in the country.
Yeah, I think,
I'm agree with Mike.
Even though I like the other girl we're gonna talk about, Becker. Yeah. Becker is nice. Becker's smooth. Becker game is smooth, right?
Where she go?
Paige Becker, she at UConn. Paige Becker game is smooth, but Paige Becker make people around her better. But this girl, Juju, just, man, and she played tough defense.
Tough defense.
On the ball and off. I seen her block somebody shot from behind, then she blocked somebody shot straight up. You know what I mean? It depends on how you want it. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Basically, that's what it comes down to.
Pull the three, step back three, pull the three.
Yeah, so
she get to the basket.
I don't really see a flaw in that game.
Yeah. Did you, Mike? Did you get a chance to watch the USC Baylor game yesterday?
So I didn't get to watch the first 3 games. The only game I caught yesterday was that UConn Duke game.
Okay, but Baylor, that I forgot the young girl name though for Baylor that came out of stretch that was hitting all them threes. She was nice. Yeah. That little girl from Baylor was nice, and
Andrews?
No, not Andrews. She's short. I think I'm number 10 or something like that. She was their guard. I don't know. It might have been Andrews. She was small, but she made it a game. She hit like about 3 threes or 4 threes down the stretch, and she just made it a game. But then Juju, got tired, wanted to go home.
Right.
You know what I mean? Put them guys. He was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'm ready to go home. Put y'all out y'all misery. Right. And then that was that.
So UConn beat Duke.
UConn
beat Duke.
Beat Duke.
Yeah. So UConn did beat Duke, but the thing about UConn though, they got some guns too. They got Paige Becker and what's the other girl? Aaliyah Edwards.
Yep, Aaliyah Edwards.
Aaliyah Edwards, she nice.
That coach up there, he keep them loaded though.
Gino.
Yeah, man, he keeps them loaded.
Gino been the coach at UConn since 1985.
Yeah, he been there like 63 years.
That's crazy. But they a good combo. That Aaliyah Edwards and Beckers, them together, like they feed off of each other. So they are good individually. Like Edwards is a good post player, and Beckers is a good guard. But together, like when they get going, it's good to watch. But that was a good game too. That Duke and UConn
they're gonna be hard to defend, man.
Now, who do UConn match up with next?
I'm not sure who.
Are they playing USC or?
Yeah, UConn play USC on Monday.
Yeah. That's gonna be.
LSU play Iowa.
That's gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a good game.
Both of them games gonna be good. Primetime games.
I think USC, to me, out of all these teams though that I'm watching, I think USC probably have the best chance to me to beat South Carolina.
South Carolina, I was going to say that. I was going to say that. But they would have to meet before the title.
No, but they on a different.
I can see that. I can see that all day.
I would love to see.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I
can see that.
Our girl Angel Reese. You know what I mean? Baltimore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If Angel Reese don't make it, then I want to see USC.
That South Carolina game though was tight. Indiana almost.
I keep trying.
They played already.
That was Friday. That was the Friday.
Listen. They ride that win
Indiana was down by like 22 or something. Came back and it got a little shaky.
South Carolina is riding that win streak. It is hard to stay and play on a high level for that long of a stretch. Now, a few shows ago, we talked about it. I stand corrected. UConn did it. They repeated and went undefeated, but I think they went undefeated for 2 titles, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm talking about going undefeated.
I think you're right. I think 2 of those years they were
undefeated. So I stand corrected, but that is extremely hard to do. And I do believe
they went streak. Not to cut you off, Click.
No, you good.
They went streak. Went to like. But then they get up to like 100 games or something.
Crazy. And South Carolina did it too, right?
South Carolina did
yeah, but I'm just saying though.
100 games?
I'm not 100 games. I'm just saying they were undefeated.
Like 2 seasons.
It's so hard, man, because all it takes is the slight slippage all it takes is a key player not being well rested today.
Injury.
I get that.
It's so hard. Yeah.
But South Carolina is different. Like I'm talking about from the top to the bottom, like from Dawn to her assistant coaches to the players that start to the players that's coming off the bench to the players that's not even coming off the bench. Like that. Like that chemistry, that just that poise, she keep them humble. Like even in the press conference, the little guard that hit that big three at the end of that Indiana game, not Pow. I think her first name Raven.
Oh, okay.
They were like, when it came down to the stretch where y'all, did y'all get nervous because they kind of blew a 22-point lead, and she was like, I mean, our coach wasn't sweating, so we wasn't sweating.
Yeah.
Like, we was calm because she was calm. Okay. And it made sense, like it showed in their play that they trust her. She trusts them. And
see,
I feel like that's
championship pedigree.
That's the pedigree.
It came down to the wire in the Indiana game. Dawn did not go to that bench.
Right.
Wally wasn't on that floor in that
I noticed that, yeah.
She didn't go to that bench. She trusted her starters. Even when they blew that lead, she said, I keep telling them, get Cardoso the ball.
Good coach.
Yeah. But see, I knew they wasn't going to put Fuwali back in there. And Fuwali is like when you up and you win it and the game is under control, Fuwali, and she a dynamic ball player. You know what I mean? But in that situation, she needed them girls that she know that's money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That got that pedigree and that, you know what I mean, that had that kind of maturity.
I'm gonna say that been through it.
That had that maturity and that experience. And they, they just worked their way out of that situation and wound up winning that game. Yeah. So, but Fuwali gonna get there though. Fuwali is
for sure.
She gonna get there.
The funny thing is, Dawn only graduating 3 seniors.
She only graduated this year.
Yeah, she only losing 3.
Well, that's not.
What? She just lost 5 last year.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Her rebuild year. She didn't turn this into an undefeated year.
Right.
She only losing 3 players, and I think maybe like one of them stuck with 2.
Yeah. Yeah. So she reloading.
If they do make it to the championship game, that game,
it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Well, that game. I would put everything I got on the team they face.
For real?
If they make it to the title game.
You think too much pressure?
I can't agree.
Man, you see how deep college women's game is, so much talent everywhere.
There's a lot of talent.
Come on now, and you riding that win streak. Listen, my hat's off to her. She got great program, great talent. She's a great coach.
Yeah.
They doing everything right. It's not even gonna be about her falling short.
Favorite, though.
It's just,
no doubt.
It's just the odds in that. It's just so hard, man.
But all right. Out of these 4 teams, UConn, USC, Iowa, LSU, you think one of those, like which one of these teams you think will have the best chance to beat in South Carolina then?
LSU didn't play them twice.
Right.
They would have the best shot, in my opinion.
They split during the regular season?
No, they split.
Oh, that's right, South Carolina.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So
they got the coaching, they got the pedigree, they got the championship pedigree.
UConn, maybe.
Huh?
Because UConn gonna get coached up. They got good players, but they always gonna get coached up with Gino.
Yeah. I think all these teams got good coaches. You got Gino at LSU. You got Kim Mulkey, then you got Iowa coach and USC. You know, but they don't, like you said though, they don't have a pedigree though. Well, UConn do have that pedigree. LSU do have that pedigree because Kim Mulkey won. She won as a player, right? Yeah, and she won as a coach at Baylor.
Yep.
So
and at LSU,
yeah, she knows what she's doing.
Out of the 4 that's still on South Carolina side, you don't see none of them beating them. So today they play Oregon State, and then whoever went out of this will play the winner of NC State and Texas.
NC State is tough.
NC State
is tough. I watched NC State girls. They tough.
Texas tough too though.
Yeah.
Texas got the freshman girl, post player. They put her in for post player. Texas point guard got hurt. This girl is running point.
from the
freshman.
No,
she running point.
Oh, she the point player. Oh, all right.
She running big girl.
Yeah.
But she reminds you of like Magic.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
She was recruited to be a post player, and now she in the tournament running point. And she ain't no slouch. So I feel like South Carolina still got some competition still to get through before they even get to that championship game.
Right, yeah, no doubt.
But who you would think has the best shot, though?
USC.
You think? How can the national champion not have the best shot?
Who, LSU?
To bump them off. How can you not?
Because like LSU had more talent to me last year. Like this year, I'm thinking LSU. Like
I like USC though.
I think LSU had sneaky talent last year. That's what helped them win that championship that game. That senior girl, that was only her second 20-point game of the season.
For who?
For LSU. Yeah. She was the reason. The girl with the bush ball, I can't think her name. Her and Alexis Morris, who was their point guard. They both were seniors.
They played out their minds.
They played out their minds that game. You know, in addition to Angel and Flau'jae, you know, and the rest of them. LSU did bring in some good transfers. I don't know though. I can't. Even when he said it'd be hard for them to beat them three times. I don't even know if I agree with that.
Got LSU figured out?
Huh?
Do you think South Carolina got LSU figured out?
I think the question is, does anybody have South Carolina figured out?
I think they both those two teams know each other real well.
Especially if they match up again, it would be the third matchup. So that would be the only they know each other well. I can agree with that. Right. But
and then I said that maybe like South Carolina might come in a little bit overconfident.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Seeing them three times, they beat them twice.
I was about to say, I don't see don't let them come.
Yeah.
Don't treat it like this their first matchup.
Right. I think she'd be saying just what Clayton's saying, like, you know, it's hard to beat a team three times in a row. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what she'd tell them. You know
I'm sure she know that. You know what I mean? And Dawn Stanley can coach.
Right.
She can coach. So yeah, that's gonna be tough. And like, and maybe it's not fair for us just to automatically put USC in there. But I'm just thinking, man, for like, you know, like that game right there, USC, South Carolina, Juju Smith. Then you got
Juju Watson.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
I'm calling her
Juju Smith. That bum ass.
I need to get a jersey, so then you know what I mean, I get a jersey and then I'll be like, all right, Juju Watkins, man, that girl is she just smooth and she only a freshman.
Yeah.
So
that freshman class right now.
Too.
That freshman class got some hitters, man. The women, Juju not only a freshman, Fuwali a freshman. That big girl from Texas a freshman. It's a lot of freshmen that's carrying these teams in the tournament right now.
The thing about USC, and I'm asking y'all because I really don't know, does Juju have enough help to get up past a team? Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? South Carolina or LSU. You know what I'm saying?
You know what Juju remind me of? That year that Carmelo played at Syracuse. Like Carmelo wasn't. He was the gun, the heavy hitter, the big gun. You know what I mean? But he had some dudes around, like upperclassmen, who provided like support and leadership.
Right.
You know, and they was just like
he did what he did.
They were like, you just do your thing.
Right. We do that.
And that's what I see with USC. Like they got maturity around her, like around Juju, and girls who know how to play and girls who know how to win. They got maturity around her, and then. So it's not as much pressure as people might think. She just do her thing. Just do what you do, and we're gonna get gritty for you.
Right.
And then you know what I mean.
Up and all that.
And not to have any expectation. Like, so when you're a freshman coming in, and it's not championship or bust. It's not she's playing. She plays free anyway, but now she's really playing free.
Right. Yeah.
The fact that they're in the Elite Eight. That's huge already. House money. So you know what, and that's a great comparison. Her freshman season to Melo. Freshman, I've never seen a freshman season like Melo had in the history of college basketball. That was incredible what he did. So that's a real good comparison.
So
I like her. I like. It's gonna be interesting.
All right. So
but I'm a fan. Like I'm a fan.
Juju.
I'm a fan.
I'm a big fan. As soon as I seen her play, I said, "Oh yeah,
she sold me.
She the real deal, for real."
And then the fact she's a freshman too.
You got 3 more years of this.
She was like that in high school over there. Sarah Cannon.
Yeah,
she was over there.
He was following her there.
Man, she been on the radar for a little bit, for a minute.
So man. So all right. So do y'all want to make a prediction about that LSU Iowa game?
I ain't informed enough. I ain't informed enough to make a prediction one way or the other.
What you think, Mike? Who you think gonna be LSU or Iowa?
LSU.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Go. No, you go.
I'm going with LSU too. I just think that I think they're gonna play her straight up, and then if you play her straight up, and you play everybody straight up, then I think that gives the advantage to LSU, like a big advantage. Every other, the only advantage is Caitlin. If she had a Robin to her Batman, at least, you know what I mean, then I'd be like, now we're in trouble. But
yeah, on paper, like just looking at the two teams, forget on paper, just looking at the athleticism and how many scores LSU got on the field. Like every position to me can score the ball. You would think, I don't see the same thing in Iowa, but I'm just. Yeah, I believe in certain narratives, and I believe in, America, being tuned in to why certain things happen, and the referees with the whistles and playing the game tight. Yeah, as much as you can get up in her with the athleticism, you get quick whistles, and so I think LSU is the better team. I just got a feeling Iowa is going to advance.
Yeah. I agree with Tunk. Tunk said they're not going to let it get too physical. Right. They're not going to.
Yeah.
Especially, they keep calling LSU, the villains.
I
don't know if y'all saw it yesterday, but she got Angel Reese got into it with the assistant coach from UCLA. And the line told that lady, watch her mouth. But
and I think that could work.
Against her or for her.
Right.
I agree.
But the referee, when you have people that resent your program, see, they starting to go into that territory of having people resent the program.
Yeah.
And now you got this Washington Post article out about the head coach. Yeah. So you got this, people are like against them. So them referees, man, I'm telling you, them referees. So now, and Caitlin's America's sweetheart. She's America's darling. Your advantage is your physicality. The referees can cancel that out.
They sure can.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
Yeah.
If you can't, what happens to LSU if they can't play physical?
Well, the same thing for South Carolina. That's what South Carolina can match that physicality of LSU.
Yes, they can.
You know what I mean? So, if they took the physicality away from LSU and South Carolina, then it might be a different game for So I don't know.
I think South Carolina is okay in terms of
like
I don't
image.
think their image. I don't think too many people resent the program right now. And especially the way she handled the brawl. Remember at the end of the game with LSU and South Carolina?
Yeah.
She spoke like it's unfortunate. She spoke
immediately.
General, politically correct, where Kim Mulkey was like, look, this is what it is.
Yeah.
It was like, I wish you would have pushed Angel.
That kind of thing.
Right.
So she wasn't even in the fray.
So it looked good from a public perception the way Don Stanley handled that situation.
Yes.
He got right on it immediately after the game.
In her post-game interview, she addressed
behind closed doors. She probably, you know what I mean? She was like, this what it is. This how we play. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just like both of them coaching, man. It's like a chess match.
Yeah.
That's like a chess match. You know what I mean? You stand around, you just watching two masters just move pieces around on the board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. So I'm still gonna go with LSU though over Iowa. And then USC, UConn. I think I'm gonna go USC over UConn.
Woo!
I'm going with USC over UConn. Even though UConn got Aaliyah, I think Aaliyah for UConn is like she gonna be the difference. She could be the difference, but
if USC won, would that be considered an upset?
Yeah, I would think so.
It would.
Yeah. What do UConn come in the tournament rank? No, they're lower seed.
UConn is ranked number 3, and USC is ranked number 1. So
you're right. They're 1 seed. You're right.
Okay.
You're right. You're right.
3 seed.
You're right.
I'm going with USC.
Yeah,
you going with USC?
Yeah.
I'm going with USC.
Well, I'm a fan, so I'm not gonna root against them.
Yeah.
Like I'm riding Juju till she out the tournament.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Juju over UConn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the Oregon State, South Carolina, the games today?
Oregon State. I think I'm going with South Carolina. I think South Carolina just gonna go all the way.
It ain't time for them to fall yet.
Yeah.
The NC State and Texas. Texas ranked number 1. NC State number 3. But NC State,
they just mean, Jack.
Texas a 1 seed.
Texas a 1 seed.
Texas a 1 seed too.
I watched NC State a couple times.
I haven't seen them yet.
Yeah. So
NC State look good.
Texas play. I only seen highlights of NC State.
They men's and women's program in the Elite Eight.
NC State. Did the men just get knocked out?
No, they played today.
They played today. Okay, yeah.
Well, UConn men is in it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. UConn men. Yeah.
I was shocked to see Carolina fall.
Yeah.
In the men's side.
Women.
The men's side.
South Carolina took their women out.
Yeah.
On the men's side with the big boy.
Bad
big boy.
The big boy bad cop.
Yeah, so I was shocked to see them fall.
Y'all know who I do like on the men's side? The guy that was player of the year for the men. The guy from Purdue.
From Purdue. Oh, the big guy. Yeah.
He got player of the year?
Yeah, he got player of the year.
They still alive, right?
Yeah.
They still in it. I like him. I like him.
He's skilled too, though. He's not like a big kind of guy that just got size.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. That's what I was thinking.
I think UConn gonna win it on the men's side.
Yeah.
Down in Carolina,
Yeah. I think UConn got a good chance of winning because their game's not even close.
I think they'd beat Carolina too. Right.
Their game's not even close.
They had 30-point leads in all their games.
UConn said they don't play well in close games, so they rather just blow you out.
Right.
They were like, we don't do good.
That's the young Hurley brother.
Yeah.
That's the young
Hurley. The young Hurley.
Yeah. Danny Hurley.
Danny Hurley. Yeah.
So the goal is to play them tight.
Yeah, so you can't play Bama on.
If you can.
Yeah.
You can stay close to them.
Yeah.
So for the men, Tennessee play Purdue today, and NC State play Duke.
Was Tennessee a 1 seed too?
Tennessee is a 2 seed.
2 seed.
Oh,
Purdue is the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Duke's a 4 seed, and NC State is an 11 seed.
Yeah, I knew they was double digit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I knew they was double digit.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So how long we been on?
52.
Oh, all right. So yeah, we're gonna get out of here for we're gonna take about a 5-minute break. Then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk about some men's basketball. That's Tunk Wheelhouse.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about men's basketball. And something else I wanted to talk about. We're gonna get into is the Bucks? Do you think the Bucks were better with Adrian Griffin than with Doc Rivers? So that's I'm gonna save y'all get y'all response on the next on our next episode, our next segment. But Mike, so with that being said, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Mike, can you put Clayton his runner up there?
Yeah.
Did you bring the book?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Yeah, Trauma. My love letter to the world. Amazon.com, Clayton Reed Jones. Yep.
Yeah. So definitely go check out, check out the book. With that being said, man, we'll see y'all. Give us about 5 minutes and we'll be back on with our next episode or next segment.